Welcome to College Candids by Campus Bound. This is University of Vermont.
Give us a brief overview of the University of Vermont.
So when people ask about just what is UVM in general, usually I start with that we are the only state institution in the state of Vermont, and we are a top premier research institution as well. We have a lot of research going on our campus, and we are home to about 10,600 undergraduate students, and there is certainly a place for everybody here on our campus. We're located in Burlington, Vermont, which is one of the best college towns in America, and we have everything from Division I sports to study abroad opportunities, internships, and we have a really lively campus community. So I think it makes us unique that we have a lot of treasures on our campus.
Sure. And what kind of student do you think is a great fit for your school?
Yeah, I think the easy answer is any student would be a great fit at UVM, and I think it's because of the resources available here really make it easy for students to find their niche, but also not only find that one thing that they feel that they fit into, but also find everything that they feel that they fit into with our academic programs, our clubs and organizations, and also just getting involved in the community here, the greater Burlington community. Students really are able to pursue their passions in any kind of area. If there's something that you want to do, you can do it here, essentially.
What makes a college application essay resonate with you and your fellow admissions counselors?
Yeah, I think the essay is the most interesting part because every counselor has their own experiences. They come in with their own biases, right? And so to put those aside is one portion of this. But I just talk about the essay for students in terms of the past, present, and the future. So if you're going to talk about you played sport and you got injured. Okay, so talk about that in the past, talk about where that has brought you to this point in time, and then can you talk about how that's gonna propel you into the future? How is it gonna impact you in the future? Did you learn something from that? Are you going to apply it in college? And really, the other thing that I tell students is don't get so lost in the details, right? So pretend that your essay is a bus and you are the bus driver and I am your passenger. And if you can get me from point A, the beginning of your essay, to point B, the end of your essay, without getting lost, that's great, you've succeeded. If you take me up a windy mountain in Vermont and I fall off the cliff somewhere, I'm not happy. So think about it that way, that if you can get me from A to B, you have successfully written a good essay. And I always tell students, it sounds silly, but proofread, because we'll run around our offices in the winter and say, hey, look at this student who couldn't use the right your, and what should I do about that? Does it matter too much to you? And we all have our different opinions about that. And so I think, making sure that students spell check and have someone who doesn't have a bias with your essay read it and have them give you their grammatical opinion about it, because that's important too. And so that will all really set students up for success for an essay.
Great, thanks. And do you have any advice generally for students going through the college search and admissions process?
Yeah, so something that I always try to stress with students that I talk to, particularly because I spent my first couple of years working in this department doing the main phone line and main email inbox for the department, my advice is reach out to us. Give us a call, send us an email, not only because it shows us interest, that's something that we do look at when we read applications, but also because it can really take away a lot of the stress of this process. Applying to college is super stressful. I'm sure we both remember it really well.
Don't get caught up in, the girl that is going to Harvard and the kid that's going to MIT and the one that's going to Brown, because there's always going to be those kids. No matter where you go, those kids are going to get into those schools. But really, this is about you and your investment for the next 4 years of your life. And so if you can stay streamlined and not get caught up in what we call in higher ed the brand names, right? And really focus on the things that you want to do, you will have a more successful, hopefully more stress-free process of the college search, rather than going home every day saying, why am I not applying to all of the Ivies and the public Ivies? What am I doing wrong? Because maybe that's not your path, and that's okay too. So just remember that.